In this video, guys, I'm going to be talking about the GOATed trading pattern. This is the best pattern out there, hands down, no question about it. It's the only pattern that I use till this day. This is the pattern right over here. I'm going to unblur it. We'll see what it is, and I'll show you some examples of it in action so you can see how simple it is. And it's made me over $1 million just this year. So definitely watch to the end of the video. Let's go. So let's discuss the problem that you're probably facing right now. We're gonna try and diagnose this, right? So there's two things right now that you're probably having a difficult time with. The first thing is your current strategy is probably too complex, right? You don't understand it. It's like there's too many factors to it. You need to wait for this time frame. You need to wait for this confirmation. You need to wait for this like dilution. All this stuff. It's too much, and you're having a difficult time trying to execute your strategy because there's just too many factors. The second thing could be that it's too confusing. You just don't understand it, right? Everyone says all these fancy terms like FVG, Fibonacci, all these different things, but do you honestly, can you honestly sit there and say yeah, I understand what I'm talking about? Probably not. So if you don't understand it, how do you expect to make money from it? You can only make money from it if you understand it. And the pattern that I'm going to show you is so fucking simple that you'll definitely be able to understand it. So we need to change this, right? We need to change your current strategy, whatever it may be, because it's probably not working, to one that's super simple and one that works every single day, right? Because if you're only trading once every 2 weeks and losing money, it's not going to make sense. You need to trade every single day or as much as possible so you can practice, you can see it in action, because trading in real time with real money, that is the best way to practice. Practicing with fake money, you don't have that psychological aspect. Practicing like back testing, that doesn't really work. Practicing in real time with real money is the best way to get better. And so this is what this strategy allows you to do. So stop what you're doing right now because it's probably not working. You're losing money. Just completely stop it and check the strategy out. So this is what the GOATed pattern is. It's called the bull flag. This is the best pattern out there. And there's three main points of this pattern, right? The first thing we have is an uptrend. So you can see the pattern on the right. We have the first two candles and we see the price going up. This is what we call the uptrend. This pattern doesn't work if the market is going sideways, right? So if the market is literally just doing this, but it makes this pattern, it's not gonna work because it's going sideways. We need the market to be like going up for this to work. So that's the first thing we need is an uptrend. So make sure you see an uptrend. The second thing we need is a pullback. So you can see the next two candles, we have the two red candles and they're going down. That suggests a pullback, right? What's not happening is it's not like going up and then losing all of the, this is not a pullback. A pullback is like this. It goes up, goes down a little bit, and then starts going back up. This is a pullback. All that means is people are not really selling, right? On this one to the right, people are not really selling. To the one on the left, everybody is selling. That's why the price is going down. So we need to make sure it's a valid pullback, which is exactly like the one it looks like on the picture. And the last thing we need to do is we obviously need to enter. Now, where do we enter? It's very simple. You want to enter as soon as we can see the trend start to change from a pullback back to an uptrend. When we see it start to go up like this, and we're sure that it's going to go up, that's when we want to enter. So we get a nice low entry. As it goes up, we can sell right over there. That's the idea. Now, on this specifically, you can see would be the entry candle. As soon as this candle goes up, it breaks the previous one's high, which is right over here. We want to be entering as soon as it breaks it somewhere over there. And then it squeezes up, pulls back, squeezes up, and then we want to sell once we see some resistance. This is the entire pattern. You see how simple that was? I used plain English. I didn't use FVG, logarithmic, all this garbage. It was plain English. And it makes sense logically as well, which is another reason I love it. It's because it's logical. It's like factual, right? We're not making up fantasies in our head. What's happening is the stock's going up, then people start selling. Why do people start selling? Well, think about it. If you bought down over here, you're going to want to take your profit up here. So you have all those people that are selling, therefore the price goes down. And then we want to buy as soon as the trend is starting to go up. That's when we start buying, right over there. Then it squeezes up. Now, quick heads up guys, I have my free trading bundle. This includes a free course so you can learn more about the strategy that I trade. It includes 3 ebooks inside, a trade tracker so you can input all your trades, you can put the ticker, you can have your entry, sell price, everything. You can analyze it, super good. And it's also a small gift at the end for the people that do end up getting it. So it is linked in description, go check it out, it's completely for free. So now let's apply this to the strategy. This is the strategy that I trade every single day. When I sit down on my computer at 9:15 in the morning, this is what I'm doing. The first thing I do is I find volatile stocks early. I want to find them before they blow up, right? I don't want to find them like when they're already up so much, I'm buying at the top. That's not what I want. I want to find them where they're up a little bit. They're showing signs of volatility. I want to catch a good pullback, enter right over there before it squeezes up. That's the whole idea. That's the first step. The second thing obviously is I need to wait for the buy signal. For the bull flag, I need to wait for it. Once I see it, I enter, and the last thing I do obviously is I sell. That's the exact routine I follow every single day when I sit down in the morning. So let's go through each one of them step by step. The first one, like I said, was to find volatile stocks early. The way you do this is through a gap scanner. You can see this is what a gap scanner looks like. We have the stocks listed to the left, we have all the tickers, and then on the right side we have the gap percentage. This is how much the stock is gapping up. I use the one that's default built in on TradingView. If you don't want to use that, you want to use something else, feel free to use it. But this is just the one that I use because it's built into it. I don't need to have like a third party, right? But either way, if you have a gap scanner and you see this, where on the left you have the ticker, on the right you have the gap percentage, you're good to go. That's all you really need. The next step is we need to wait for the buy signal. So on the left, you can see we have a gapper, right? It's going up, we see going down whatever a little bit, and then it starts going in an uptrend again. This is perfect. Remember what the pattern looked like, the one on the right over here? This is what we need to see now. We need to wait for the uptrend, then for the pullback, and then as soon as we get a candle that breaks the previous one's high, that's when we want to enter. So this is exactly what we see on this stock over here. We saw a nice uptrend, right? With a lot of volume as well. This is very good stuff. And then we have a little pullback over here. Notice how low the volume is on the pullback. This is very good to see. Small red candle, right? Very small red candle. It's not like it went up and gave back the entire move. It went up and it stayed there. This is where the candle closed, right? It didn't just go up and just dive on. This is what we need to see. The next thing I'm waiting for is for the next candle to open, show strength, and that's what I want to buy. Next step obviously is to buy. So you can see we have the same stock to the right over here. We see that initial uptrend, we see that pullback on this red candle, and then we see my entry on this candle right over here. I entered somewhere over here in anticipation for the breakout. It squeezed up and I ended up selling somewhere over here. So from this trade alone, I made over $8,000 and it took me 2 minutes. The entire trade, I was only in there for 2 minutes because I'm using the 1 minute time frame, right? So from the morning, from when I sat down at 9:30 to when I finished, it took me roughly 10 minutes. Like I was done trading for the day in 10 minutes. That's how simple it is, right? This strategy, you don't need to have like a 4-hour time frame and then all these indicators, like none of this stuff. It's super basic. We're trading stocks that have momentum, we're waiting for a tiny bit of a pullback, and once we see it start going back up, we enter, we ride the wave up. Now, if you're saying, Draco, this is great, I want to do this, what can I do? Well, then I invite you guys to join the community, the Draco Room. In this community, I teach you guys exactly how to trade the strategy, and I show all of my trades. Even my wins, my losses, everything, I'm showing all of my trades. Inside the community, there's also a course, there's an FAQ section. You can chat with the people in there. You can also directly message me. You also get access to all of my live trades when you join the community. So all of these trades you get access to. You can see when I enter, when I exit, all the money I make from them. This is a great way to learn directly from me. So if you guys do want to join the community, email me at this email right over here and I'll try to get your spot inside. The price does go up every 10 members. So if you want to lock it in, email me right now. So hopefully this helped. Use all the tips that I gave you. Try look out for the bull flag. Try and replicate the strategy. Let me know how it goes in the comments and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.